And on academics, stakeholders in the education sector in Adamawa are calling for more budgetary allocations to the sector to improve the quality of teaching and learning by pupils at the basic level. The call was made at a roundtable discussion by stakeholders which was organized by the Adamawa Foundation. Now, Pasi the Bank completes the report.
Stakeholders in the education sector gathered at the AUN Hotel, Yola, to discuss solutions to the challenges facing basic education in the state in a roundtable discussion tagged towards an efficient basic education system in Adamawa State. This meeting is at the instance of the Adamawa Foundation with funding from the USAID through state-to-state activity in Adamawa State. Organizers say the project is aimed at advocating for a more efficient system of basic education in the state through direct advocacy and capacity building of stakeholders. The project is being implemented in 7 out of the 21 local governments of Adamawa State.
The idea behind this activity is to actually bring together key stakeholders, especially from both the executive, the legislative, and then the citizens who are represented by CSOs, to sit together in a round table and then bring to bear issues around basic education as it is obtainable in the state and across the various communities, as well as also identify recommendations and then call on government to make commitment towards improving basic education funding, which will ultimately lead to quality and access to basic education service delivery in Adamawa State.
The State Commissioner for Education, who participated in the discussion, applauded the organizers for having an interest in improving the standard of basic education in the state.
This roundtable in Adamawa State meeting on education is very effective, and I love it so very much because I can confidently tell you about what is happening here educationally and what I want the people after the roundtable to do for education here in Adamawa State.
Other participants believe that with more funding and improved personnel, the problem facing the basic education sector will be reduced.
The public basic education as we have it now is very, very inadequate. And how do we improve on this? One, funding must be improved. The manpower.
We also need an accessible basic education. An accessible basic education in the sense that we need a primary schools that is accessible for persons with disability in terms of structure, in terms of education material, in terms of whatever the basic education is the need to the basic education.
Organizers believe that at the end of the project, there will be an increase in citizen engagement in the policy and decision-making processes for basic education in Adamawa State. Percy Dabang, Viewer TV News, Yola.